So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. And today we're doing it with a simple Domina, a 2021 Domina Trocken out of the Franken Winery. And we have a Sunday grid to jump into. And the name of this grid here, it looks like it's going to be product integration. And we received here, if you've opened this puzzle up yourself, then you know it comes with a disclaimer that there are 4 gray areas, or that the gray areas, or I'm not sure anymore what that exactly said, but essentially they can only be filled in with numbers. And so when we get our hands around this, it should be a very interesting thing. So when we hop into our grid and see what we got on a normally otherwise massive Sunday puzzle, let's just jump into it, see what we got. Okay, so all right, there are 3-4 tile areas that are grayed in, and they have X's through the separating cell lines. So, okay, what have we got our hands into today? Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? So, my hero. Okay, my hero. Gosh, one moment. Or is it one moment? So, if that's the case, maybe in a second, like in a sec. West Coast NC2A conference that lost 10 teams in 2024. That would be the Pac-12. And apparently I'm supposed to put only numbers in here, so I'll do that. Pac-12. Being an alum of Texas Christian, and also being from Fort Worth in general, right? You know, I'm going to say big TCU fans. Love that win over the weekend against Stanford. But I got to tell you, the Big 12 wound up eating most of these teams, right, from the Pac-12. It's been a very strange thing to see that we've got Arizona and all these different teams in our league. It's crazy. Okay, so accelerate with up. Maybe that's a step up. Scrape by. Looks like it could be eek. Kitchen sampler, I don't know. Save money on one's city commute, say. I don't know either. Surfer's hand sign, I think. Isn't that a shaka, or... I'm not a surfer. I don't know. Taste, kitchen sampler. I don't know. A taster? Then we'll try a taster then. Blank de rire. Dying of laughter. I think this would be mort de rire. Okay, so let's see. My hero. I'm something, or I meet. I don't know. Coming of age celebration. Wintertime traction aid. I'm thinking maybe snow tire. So with that, coming of age celebration looks like it could be a sweet 16. Get that S up here, but that's not gonna work because there ain't no sweet 21. I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna do anything with these numbers until I absolutely have to, because that's just a little, it's not intimidating even by it's just not. What it is though is gonna be, I fear, laborious when we have to figure out what we've got to do. Because these little X's, if you will, could be multiplication notes, and so I just don't know what we're facing here. Okay, back to the puzzle. So sorry for that, but this is just a little overwhelming, right? You know. Let's see. Hermanas de su padre. Well, I think these would be tias, but how's that any different from hermanas por su madre? You would still call them Tia, right? I don't know. How about Atari for the Pac-Man? Or the Pac-Man. Jazz trombonist Dickinson. Oh, and I can't remember. I think that's just Vic, I think. I was trying to think if it was a C or a K, and this looks like my hero means I'm saved. It helps to be a big fan of music. Period piece. I guess era. For which one might ask for forgiveness, right? Maybe debt. That's a wrap. Okay. When I see that, something like that's a wrap, I want to do it like in a like a parrot's voice. That's a wrap. I mean, I don't know why. I just want to do that. The magic on scoreboards. Well, if you haven't noticed, my wife's laughing at me behind me because she thinks that's absolutely the most ridiculous thing she's ever heard. That's a wrap. I mean, I don't know why I always do it, but I always have. So the magic on scoreboards, I do believe they're an Orlando team. And weight gained at the start of college. I think that's the freshman 15, yeah. But I'm not putting any numbers in because I put Pac-12 in a while ago, and that was not going to work with a Sweet 16. So, one use of an endowment fund. Really, if you ask me, outside of maintenance, upkeep, and potentially adding new annexes and buildings and dorms, etc., I think an endowment fund should be there specifically for financial aid, and then just because I want it to be, but just because it fits, that's why I'm going to go with it, and we'll just see what happens from there. Magazine with Masson and Enfants spin-offs. I do believe that's that one. I can see it in my head. It's like two girls' names, two women's names, and I'll get into that. Do in biblically, how about Smite? Yeah, Smite. A Little Devil in America writer, Durakib, and I cannot remember for the life of me. Demonstrate could be to show. And magazine with Masson. Oh, Marie Claire, that's right. Marie Claire. Got it. Okay. So like one Freudian stage. Ooh, it's a fun way to sneak oral in there, isn't it? That's a wrap. Okay, so maybe this is a tortilla. Those are always clever to me. I like it. At the bottom of the standings, perhaps. Goof could be air. An inbox greeting, I guess an e-card. At the bottom of the standings, perhaps. Maybe winless. Which I'm proud to say, our home team, the Horned Frogs, are not winless. Same. Okay, how about as do I? Fantastic. 100-acre wood resident. You know, good thing we had that R there. Otherwise, you just wind up putting the two O's and wondering if it's going to P, it's going to be poo or roo. So, oh, that's right. I forgot all about that. Christopher Robin would have my head. Yeah, you're great. Walking, maybe on foot. All right. I'm going to get a mic for my darling bride. You're going to have to hear some of the nastiness that comes out of her mouth at me. You're spared from a lot of this. So I'm just saying, I need my witnesses. So a Newark alternative in brief. Well, I mean, come on. I mean, we got LGA and JFK. Are we going into LaGuardia or JFK? I mean, that's going to be the question. So take out. Maybe date. Lose as layers. Yeah, that could be a D for shed. All right, so maybe take out, maybe date. And then I have this A at the end. This gives me my LGA. I mean, this is what you've got to do. Awards feet for short. You've got to be kidding me. I was just talking about this. I was saying, I just kind of woke up this morning feeling like I haven't had enough sleep this weekend, like I'm a little out of it. And I was just like, I'm going to have to put on a good show with this puzzle. So here it is. It's EGOT time for me. I'm going to get the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony for this performance. And I'll be dadgummed if it is not in here and right off the bat. So, of course, it's not that unlikely, is it? I mean, this is typical inelegant Phil. Winter Olympics event. Gosh, I don't know. Let's see. Like mini Christmas ornaments. Well, I guess they could be red. Filmmaker Astor, that would be R. Astor. Brightly colored birds, often. Well, I guess I get down here and see what's going on with this, because so that's a lentil dish from, I'm assuming this is India. Then writer whose work is hell to get through. Well, we were just talking about this yesterday. Oh, good old Dante Alighieri. In fact, we were talking about it when we were leaving breakfast today. We were talking about the concentric rings of hell that it felt like we were walking through when the sun was just blazing down on us for one of our 3 days of summer here in Germany. Squad for the Invisible Woman and the Thing. I guess that would be the Fantastic Four. Yeah, Shotzi agrees, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so I don't even have a clue. But since we know this is India, and I am a big fan of Indian cuisine, I think the lentil-based stew from India is called sambar. It's too bad, but alas. And complete group could be a set. And did we get males out of the brightly colored birds? Oh, that's clever. I like that. This is true, isn't it? Hilton blank. Pulitzer winning critic for the New Yorker. See, this is not my day. I know this answer. Oh, I know it. I know some of the greatest columns they've ever written, but I whatever. To get to it when I get to it. Just one of those days. I cannot remember. Blank suite attached living space. I'm going to call this the in-law suite. And early ISP, maybe AOL. You've got mail. And Oscar-winning actor in Farmers Insurance ads. And that is that Simmons fellow. It is something K. Simmons. Is it J.K. Simmons? Performs at a wedding, say, maybe DJs. So yes, I do believe that is J.K. Simmons. Okay, got it. All right. Typical length of February. Okay, 28 days. That's not going to work either with the Sweet 16 or the Pac-12. Oh my lord. Okay, so let's just say days. We got 28 days. It says typical, right? And not the leap year, 29. Not out. Maybe awake. Cries plaintively. Oh, my good lord. You know, plaintively just has the sound like it's just little... It's just plaintive. But that's not. No, and plaintively. I mean, you want justice, right? You know, I mean, you're wailing. It's just kind of an absurd... funky thing going on with that word. It does not sound at all what it should. Are you for real? In which little gloves are worn? Well, I don't know. Is this a B? Executive degree? Absolutely. Got an MBA. I'll see your MBA with my MFA and my MLA. So I think this is T-ball in which little gloves are worn, and which is cute, right? And so, is this a T, tennis star, a Wawrinka, and that is Stan. So, is it true then, maybe? And, okay, so what we got now? Dedication prepositions. So, I'm assuming this is going to be 4. Too low, musically. Also a way to describe many people's voice. So, I'm going to just call it flat. I'm bisschen flat. Location of elation in an idiom, and that would be cloud 9, which we're just going to put cloud in for now. Clear up and away. Task recipient. We have a D here. Left no doubts about. Well, past tense could be a D, could be an ED ending. So let's go ahead and handle that. Genesis creator. One table in the high school cafeteria, maybe. Well, you know what? Just for grins and giggles, I'm just going to put jocks in here. Because if it's not them, then it'll probably be the nerds. Who knows? fermented Russian drink. I've had it, kvass, but it was the fermented mare's milk I had in Kazakhstan. It's called Cin-Cin. Oh my lord. It was some funky smelling stuff, but it was absolutely delicious, and it was really ripe strong, like maybe 180 proof or something crazy. So bring to a boil. I'm thinking enrage because I want this, it's my confirmation bias coming through. I want that to be a G because I wanted Sega, the Sega Genesis to be. So left no doubts about, could be proved. Now we've went way out of our way here. Visual file format would be a JPEG. Military honor with fired artillery, and I guess that would be a 21 gun salute. Otherwise, it would be, what I think, an 18 gun salute without the actual artillery. It's just rifles, but I can't remember. Whatever. Surgeon's co-worker, casually, maybe the OR nurse. Podiatric woes, corns. Okay, well, that's good. Now, what do we got now? So, yeah, that's why I originally came over here to see if it was a D, because I think this might be a delegatee, and I guess I got off on a little bit of a tangent, and I'm mea culpa. And let's see. So, like Santa after Christmas, presumably, I'm assuming this would be sooty. And party unity? Okay, yeah, CGI's working there. Surrealist James, I think that's probably Anzor. Let's see. Brief glimpses of stars say, well, that's clever. I think this might be cameos. So that's cool. We got a very easy grid to fill in today, but I am very concerned with these 12 shaded tiles. So we're gonna figure it out together. Okay, Lynn Cheney portrayer in 2018's Vice, and I think that's Amy Adams. I think it is. Well, I could be wrong. I often am, as anybody who watches this channel knows. Mattress supports. How about slats? Transportation division. Be a lane, maybe? All right, so word with one or minute, maybe anyone, any minute. Picket line crosser, scraps. Put up with Bear. Ned, who composed an operatic version of Our Town. I could sing this for you, but I can never remember how to spell this last name, which seems like in my mind it's got mostly vowels. Not viable from the start for short. That would be dead on arrival, perhaps. Lhasa Apso. I got my ear almost bitten off by one of those things when I was 5 years old. Let's see. Pen. I guess it could be a sty. You could be ink. I don't know. Word with black or bow. With 3 letters. Let's just call it a black tie or bow tie. And I don't remember that guy's name for the life of me right now. Midtown Manhattan hotspot, or a hint of this puzzle's 3 shaped regions. I don't know if you see it in there, but I'm thinking this is freaking Times Square, which tells me even more that I'm going to have a headache if it's going to require multiplication on top of everything else. So this is that face looking like, oh, that's just a Sisyphean task I have to do. I'll just push the boulder up the hill a bunch. No problem. I got this. A scent that might be accompanied by eye rolling. Okay, so I think this is a yes something, right? And so probably yes mom. But so I think this pen is a sty. And Roram, I think that's his name. So that I think aces, maybe star pitchers. And then suffix with doomer or consumerism, and that did give us indeed yes mom, didn't it? Well, that's pretty dadgum clever, but this TQ down here I don't like. What's going on? Letters of pride. Okay, no big deal, no cause for concern. But you see something like a T and a Q together, and you're like going, oh, I got something messed up there. But not if it's LGBTQ. Then we're okay. Like a grassroots approach could be bottom up. Like I'm kind of wishing that we weren't so close to the end, because I really feel like we're about to really have to tackle a circuitous run here. Exacting, perhaps stern, and vodka sold in blue bottles, I guess it'd be Sky. Where Ross teaches paleontology on Friends in brief. I don't know anything about Friends. I don't know even who Ross is. Never even seen an episode. I don't know anything about it, but I'm assuming since they live in New York, he's at NYU. That's just thinking. Always open workout spots. So it would probably be a 24-hour gym. But how do we articulate that 24? That's going to be the big question. Okay, so, and looking at clear up in a way, botanists study, I guess flora would be the best answer there, as I can see thus far, so perhaps that's correct. Stumbling sounds, ers, smartphone service initials, they're probably the LTE. Source of a sleep-inducing narcotic in the Odyssey, and that was the lotus tree that got the better of Odysseus and friends. One without a sweat. Perfume as at a mass, and that is to sense, I think. I just hadn't gotten there yet, I know. She wants to know why I haven't done the squares over on the left just yet. Just that day. And I'm not doing anything. Darn. How about rats? Okay, they tell me these are gnats. Yes, some are pets. Okay, now what do we got? Noted leader of the Onondaga, and I think that's Hiawatha. Okay. Cuts, hues, all right. What astronauts do more slowly in space than on Earth. That's true. Proven in theory, but then I think the Kelly twins proved it in reality. Bucko. Mug alternative at a coffee shop. Guess it could be maybe a to-go cup. Okay. Colada fruit. How about piña? So we have the Korean Strait, like the New Year festival Songkran, and that's Thai, very nice. Aussie boot brand, it could be the UGG. And let's see, crime series spinoff with more seasons than the original, and I don't know anything about that either. I guess that's probably SVU. Parking spot for a camper, maybe an RV lot. Turnt, maybe lit. So I guess Bucko may be a tiger. Clear up could be to defog. Okay, well, I mean, I think I'm feeling pretty good unless I've done something really bad here. Surfing moves with all of one's toes off the board, and that would be a hang 10. And we'll just leave it at the G. On the blank, often. So on the reg, maybe. One without a sweat. Perhaps we cruised. You haven't said anything, Shotzi. Are you feeling all right with what I'm getting done here? Okay. Give up, maybe seed. Soft leather, looks like it's going to be a suede. And then longed for could be yend. College athletics error. How about ESPNU? Expiate with for, so atone for. Scandalous story, an expose. Literally, right out of the French. To expose. Welcome aboard me ship. Okay, ahoy matey. Alright. Long-lasting lip makeup. I think they use stains, don't they? Okay, making sure. I do not. Wake up times, AMs, squirt, tyke. Clues for bird watchers, probably songs. Short nap is 40 winks. Okay, tracking. Okay, let's get down here to the southeast and let's wrap it up. Let's see what's going on in Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Okay, so ooze could be seep. And 1/5 of a British pound, which would be 20 pence. All right, so then specialty of Bordeaux. Well, I've got quite a few. Edit, maybe amend. So I guess we're looking for Merlot here. Golfer John. I don't know. Outside of J.K. Simmons, I'm not really remembering my names. Contradicts, maybe belies. I don't know what else it could be with that E, with that L there, so that's kind of what I'm... Exclamation after misunderstanding some Gen Z slang. Like old Nintendo consoles, which are, I think, 8-bit. Okay. Like dashboard, confessionals, music. I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be emo. Starchy side, familiarly, maybe tater tots, and maybe this is I'm old, right? You know, like I don't understand what that means. I'm old.
Oh, yeah.
Like based. Like, and by the way, somebody commented that one of my puzzles was based, and I thought it was great until I looked it up. There's like 8 different meanings for based, and they're equal good and bad, so I don't know how they meant it, right? Oh, he did? I need to read that. Golfer John. Press on beauty products. Maybe that's ridiculous. Poofed, maybe. And so maybe fake nails? Yeah, I wasn't going to get press on nails in there. And no. Reacted to a sudden noise. Say maybe flinched? That could happen. Golfer John. Is it RAR? I can't remember. Bicycles built for 2 or tandems. Okay, I think we got everything filled in except for these, but we've got to figure out a way to make Pac-12 work with 28 days, with Sweet 16 and 21 gun salute. So I don't even know. Okay, West Coast of the Pac-12. So if that were, I mean, I guess that could be, okay, all right. Okay, yeah, okay, so Sweet 16, so 1/6, that would be 2 times 8. I mean, let's try it real quick. See, 2 times 8 would be 16. And then if I needed to get to 12, it'd be 6 times 2? I don't know. And that's it. 2 times 8 is 16. It could be 4 times 4. 6, so 21. It'd be no, so it'd be no. It's not gonna be 6. It ain't gonna work there. Okay. Okay. Let's see. West Coast NC 2A conference is Pac-12. So if I wanted to get to 12, I could go 3 times 4. 4, Sweet 16, 4 times 4, and 28, 7 times 4, and 3 times 7 is 21 gun salute. Boom. So great. Good. Nice. We got 2 more of these things to get through. And I don't even know if we're right. I mean, oh, gosh. Freshman 15. So let's just start with 3 times 5. No, that ain't gonna work until already because cloud 9, I think we have 2 standards. We're only gonna be able to get there with 3 times 3. So that can be our given. And so 40 winks. So freshman 15 will be 5 times 3 and then 5 times 8. Yes. Yes, okay, so 5 times 8 is 40, and then I've got cloud 9, And then 8 times 3 is 24, 24 hours gym. And okay, I think, okay, well, this isn't quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. At least it ain't involving trig. So a hang 10. We got 2 times 5. Because I can't think of any other way to get to 10. So I think we're 2 and 5 on that. I guess it could be 5 and 2, but I don't know just yet. Fantastic 4. No, it's not. It's going to be 5 and 2. Okay. So Fantastic 4, so 2 times 2, and then, so 5 times 8 is 40, but no, 5 times 4 is 20, that's 20 pence, right? Yeah, it's 8-bit, it's 8-bit, so 5 times 4, and then 4 times 2 is 8, so let's try it. How do we do, Bob? Did I not do something? Did I not fill something in somewhere? Oh, yep, there it is. Got it. Okay, ecosystem formed by polyps. How about a reef? Now, how did we do, Bob? I have a feeling that I'm just gonna have to reveal this because I'm not sure. I'm safe. Shows Sandbar, Snow Tire, Marie Claire, Share Cab, Financial Aid, Taster, Tortilla Set, Tia's, Reef, Airshed, Pack 12, 7 times 4 is 28, Wheels, SUILGA, On Foot, J.K. Simmons, K. Warners, T-Ball, Stain, Stan, Corns, Kavas, 4 Wings, Access, ESPNU, Age, Cloud, Siggo, Delegate, dadgummit. Well, 30 minutes, and this grid. I think it's fair, right? A wildly clever grid, very, very simple filler, and somewhat of a challenge when we got around to the mathematics of it all. And of course, me fat fingering delegate when I even said Xword to start with. I don't know what that was all about. Could just be the fact that I'm just tired. And I'm going to get some rest this afternoon and this evening after we get this posted. And so, with that said, fun grid. Definitely a challenge. We'll go ahead and toss you out of here for now. We'll go ahead and bring down our see ya later slide. And we hope you're doing well out there. Thanks for the likes and subscribes and all the wonderful commentary. You'll never know how much it means to me. And in the meantime, wir wünschen Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch, auch ein Labor Day. Und tschüss. Servus, grüß Gott, ciao, auf Wiedersehen, Cin-Cin, be well, take care.